Hello, and thank you very much for joining us today for this filmed online experience of Zoë Peterson's new play, Lazarus Commits Suicide Twice. We are very excited to be presenting this. This is our season 5.
Derby City Playwrights is a group dedicated to growing local plays and developing local playwrights. This year, our festival is unfortunately all online, and you can see 7 more plays this month. Because of COVID-19 pandemics, this is just, we want to present these works. We want to get our writers' feedback and help develop their words, and we need your all's help to do that. And so we want to make sure that we got this out despite the restrictions we had on social distancing and getting out there in the world.
But theater is still theater, and you never know what's going to happen. The nature of this is such that we didn't really cast understudies or anything. Unfortunately, one of Zoe's roles was to be cast as a person of color. The role of Jesus was in the stage directions, and we did in fact cast a person of color, but the day of the reading, unfortunately, that actor had an emergency and was not able to do the reading. So we had to rely on the 2 backup readers in our company, which are also the 2 co-directors of the company, which are myself and David. So for this reading, you will enjoy David doing a boisterous rendition of Jesus for Zoe's play.
Also, if you have the ability or would like to, please support Derby City Playwrights. There's a link down at the bottom and in the comments and such, and buy a ticket or anything to help support us, cover some of the cost of the festival, and help us do this again next year. With that, please prepare yourself for Lazarus Commits Suicide Twice by Zoë Peterson.
Lazarus Commits Suicide Twice by Zoë Peterson. Characters: Lazarus, Reuben, Atarah, Jesus, Martha, Mary, Peter, Judas, Steve the Leper, Bartender, Boulder guy. This play can be performed with as many as 13 actors and as few as 7 or 8, depending on how many actors are double or triple cast. The following roles will be cast using 2 actors. Age, gender, race does not matter. Bartender, man, Boulder guy, Joe, and then Peter, Judas, Steve the Leper. This show is also designed for a blank stage with places only defined via props and simple costumes. Think plain white servers, robes, veils. The robes are also called abayas. And let's be real here, you can make these out of a cheap Walmart sheet set. Yes, this can be more complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Act 1. At rise, Lazarus is covered in bandages, lying on the ground. The ensemble is crowded around. Jesus walks behind and makes ritualistic movements. Jesus speaks via a pre-recorded offstage ominous voice and says,
"This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it."
A choir singing can be heard. After a minute, Lazarus bolts upright and tears off the bandages covering their face.
Oh, fuck!
He is risen!
Hallelujah!
What's going on? Hello? Am I no longer dead?
I have brought a man back to life.
Hallelujah!
I'm alive?
Hallelujah!
Okay, see, I feel like I'm kind of being sort of ignored here, and I've got several questions. Number 1, what is going on?
Who wants to poke him? Go ahead, my children. Poke him and feel his flesh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline.
Come. Who wants some water? I mean, wine to celebrate.
The crowd lifts up Jesus and starts to carry him out while chanting, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Lazarus is left alone, hyperventilating. After a second, Reuben enters eating a bag of chips.
Oh, hey man, what's up?
What's up? What's up, Reuben? I just arose from the dead. I was literally just brought back from the afterlife.
Calm your tits, I knew you'd be back.
Why didn't you warn me?
Warn you? You were dead. How could I possibly warn you? I thought maybe you could see what was going to happen to a certain degree.
I could only see the 24-hour period after I died.
Shit, you saw my grief sex with Martha?
No, actually. That must have been a day later.
Oh. Well, I had grief sex with your sister Martha.
Could you define that?
Right, so when a man loves a woman, or occasionally a goat,
I got the sex part. I was asking about the grief thing.
Well, after the visitation, Mary was already asleep, and then Martha and I, we were crying really hard, and we just felt awful and started reminiscing or whatever, and then we banged.
So I die and you raw dog my sister.
Precisely.
Well, luckily I missed that.
I'm kind of shocked. It happened pretty fast. Oh man, it was so hot. You ever thought about
Nope,
like,
stop talking.
all right, but like,
Did I miss anything else?
about Martha?
I was hoping you could tell me how it was decided to bring me back.
All right, but if you ever want to hear about, fine. Here's what happened. Jesus went to your sisters and was all, it's okay, I can bring him back to life. And Mary, being Mary, said, no, you can't, you little punk-ass bitch. And Martha said, wait, let's hear him out. At the official burial, he can attempt to raise him. So he did, and yeah, you're alive.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
A beat. Reuben continues to loudly eat his chips. Lazarus looks at him for a second, then smacks the chips out of his hand.
Hey,
I am going through emotional trauma, and therefore I find myself a bit irritable.
I'm sorry. Maybe you should come with me. We can try to talk to people.
Where would we go? What do the undead do?
You aren't undead. You're just re-alive. Tomato, tomato.
No, tomato, tomato.
Come on, let's go.
Tell me where.
No, you'll just have to see.
No,
Don't make me beg.
I will.
Fine.
He gets on his knees.
Lift your abaya.
Oh, sweet Moses, no. I was gonna have you give me a goat or something.
You think I have goat money? I'd rather do this.
No,
Are you positive?
I promise to go with you if you just get up.
It worked.
Sort of.
Come on.
He drags Lazarus off. The lights shift and rave music starts blasting. Lazarus and Reuben come in on the opposite side of the stage. The stage is populated with people partying. Jesus is in the center speaking and everyone is listening to him.
And so my dad was like, okay, then get out. And these two said no. So what does he do, my children? He throws a flaming sword down to block them from getting back in. Kick ass. But basically, sin exists because of some grabby broad.
The crowd claps in awe.
I'm leaving.
No, I brought you here to see your sisters, not him.
I've seen them before. Let's go.
Lazarus starts to leave, but Atarah comes in, practically weeping, and embraces Lazarus.
It's true. It really is true.
Atarah?
You have no idea how much I missed you.
I was gone for about 4 days,
And 4 sleepless nights.
but I'm here.
Where did you get those gloves?
What gloves?
These.
She grabs their wrists, which are wrapped in gauze.
Maybe they're gauntlets?
Does it matter?
These? I got them at the market before I.
Oh, they look nice.
Okay, love goats. I'm gonna go elsewhere. Them beer nuts are calling my name.
He joins the crowd loudly cheering.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you know this Jesus guy?
Not really. I've heard stories, but never met him. They say he's the son of God and a miracle worker?
He seems sort of douchey.
How so?
At this moment, Jesus whips out an acoustic guitar.
Does that answer your question?
So, he's a musician.
This next one is called Wonderwall.
Okay, maybe he's douchey.
Mm-hmm.
But you do owe him your life.
I didn't ask to be brought back. No one asked for that. Like, he just wanted to prove that he could.
I asked for you to be brought back.
You did?
I didn't ask him, I just sort of asked. I asked God and the earth. I vowed to do anything for your life. Not to brag, but it was very poetic.
That's nice, but I don't think I meant to be here.
You just got back. Give it some time. I mean, it's been 15 minutes or so. You haven't even seen your sisters.
Mary and Martha leave the group listening to Jesus. They rush towards Lazarus. Martha is a little tipsy. Mary is incredibly drunk.
Oh, Lazarus, I'm so glad Jesus was right.
It took you long enough.
Without either of you, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, and you don't forget, that's the truth.
What's she saying?
Oh, she's saying that you should be grateful to us for taking part in raising you from the dead.
No, what I'm trying to say is that you're sort of a dick, you know, because, like, we aroused your ass, and look, you know, no thanks for nothing.
I can't translate that.
Yeah, the Rosetta Stone couldn't.
We're glad you're back, but could you perhaps show us more appreciation?
Yeah.
Did it ever cross either of your minds that maybe I didn't want to be brought back?
Why wouldn't you want to be brought back?
Yeah.
Just forget it. Thank you. Can we move on?
No.
Yeah, we'll see you around. You should catch up with other people.
Bye, nerd.
Love you too, sis.
Mary and Martha walk away.
Yikes.
What is Mary on? Figs?
No, she challenged Jesus to make the water turn into wine halfway through her system, and it didn't end well.
All right. I'll have you know that I buy into a lot of bullshit, but that's where I draw the line.
He brought you back from the dead!
Okay, but how dead was I?
Very, very dead!
Maybe I was just in a coma.
Come on, Lazarus.
I'm sorry. It's just a lot to process. It feels like I wasn't even brought back for anything good. I just happened to die when that guy
Pointing to
needed to get
Jesus.
more attention.
Don't you think there's more of a reason? Maybe you're meant to be alive. Maybe your life has been extended to fulfill something great. You could possibly be immortal.
Immortal. You think I'm immortal?
If Christ brought your corpse back to life, surely something else went into it.
So we're calling him Christ now? That's what we're doing, huh?
Jesus has finished playing the guitar and notices Lazarus. He starts to approach them. Atarah is pleased. Lazarus is not.
Sister Atarah, my dude Lazarus, how are you?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
And confused.
Both are wonderful emotions. Lazarus, why are you confused?
Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I haven't really done much for the past few days on account of being dead.
Yeah, that whole mess, my bad. Look, if you got any questions, I'm here to...
Am I immortal?
What?
You know, like, can they die again? Are they supposed to live longer to accomplish some sort of destiny?
Whoa, big words. All right, so Lazzy, yeah, you can die again.
Thank God.
And you've got no purpose. God has a plan for you, but unfortunately, I know nothing but my part. I brought you back. That's all I got.
You mean there's literally no reason that I'm alive?
No, I brought you back because A, I can. B, your sister dared me. And C, it's part of my divine path. So like, you had a purpose, but
But now I don't?
beats me. My job is done.
There are no better reasons for bringing Lazarus back. You just had to?
Yep. Laz here just got lucky and is now a member of the J Crew.
Silence. Lazarus doesn't look lucky in the slightest.
Good talk, muchacho.
He exits as Reuben approaches.
I'm alive for nothing.
Wow, welcome to the club.
That's not true. Jesus said there's a reason you're alive. He just doesn't know what that reason is.
I'm a glorified party trick.
Hey, you're glorified. That's something.
Reuben, now may not be the best time. I mean, think about it. Within less than an hour, Lazarus has been brought back from the dead, paraded around, and told there's no real reason as to why. Oh, you can die again. Sorry.
Atarah, you're brilliant.
I'm just good at noticing how people feel.
No, not the psychoanalysis bull, the dying thing. I can die again.
Yeah, and?
There's so much I have to do. Reuben, let's go.
Go! You've barely been here. Where do you need to go?
Places. I'll send you a mirageogram, but right now I need to leave.
Lazarus rushes off stage and Reuben looks at Atarah, shrugging. He follows Lazarus leisurely as Atarah looks confused. The lights dim and come back up on Reuben and Lazarus. Lazarus is pacing back and forth. Reuben looks bored out of his mind.
So, again, what you're saying is that you can still die.
Yes, we have established this.
And to tell me that, you had to use a sand drawing and a full reenactment of your thought process?
Theatrics make everything more concise.
Or more confusing.
Eh,
Can I ask you something?
is it stupid?
Not unless you want me to ask a stupid question. I have plenty.
I'll pass.
Fine. What I was going to say is a lot more meaningful. Why do you want to die again?
I don't have to explain anything.
When you died, did you not miss me or Tara?
Of course I did. Can we not talk about it?
Well, maybe you should give life another shot. Stick around for a little longer. Then, if it still sucks, you can do whatever you want. We just really missed you.
Nah.
All right, then that was quick.
I know what I want, Reuben. And right now, what I want is to die.
And you want me to help you with that?
Yes, because I'm not going out the way I did last time.
Too painful?
Too repetitive.
What do you want to do now?
I need to die in a way that seems like an accident.
You should get sick. Everyone here gets sick. It's not hard. I've got like 3 tapeworms all fighting for control over my stomach right now. You know Eden? She just got leprosy from a sandwich. A sandwich.
That's it. To the leper colony.
They speed off, Reuben somewhat reluctantly as Atarah comes on, Mary and Martha trailing behind her.
Jesus, hot or not?
Hot, solid X.
X?
Roman numerals. I mean, regular numerals.
Oh, do you know where Lazarus and Reuben ran off to?
Like I'm supposed to keep tabs on those two.
I figured that you guys, would have maybe followed them.
We care, but not that much.
Yeah, and not mom.
Yeah, our mom kicked the bucket in like 25.
I remember. She was a lovely woman and an even better whore.
Oh, it's fine. Stones aren't what killed her. All that kicking was.
That's how I want to go. Stoning. So peaceful.
Yeah. I mean, she shouldn't have whored around on the Sabbath. Like, any other day, it's fine. But the Sabbath? Like, no.
Mm-hmm. That's the tea.
All you two do is talk about horrible things. Why is it that no one cares about anything around here?
Disease.
Poverty.
The heat.
Crucifixion.
Oh, good one.
You could say I nailed it.
The two sisters chest bump.
Shut up. I get it. The world is terrible. I don't need all of these examples. I just want you two to be a support system for Lazarus.
Support? The only support anybody needs is right here.
She takes a swig from her wine bottle while attempting to high-five Martha, who does not reciprocate.
No, like a real support system.
Gay.
Incredibly gay.
Why would you? That's just blatantly homophobic.
So you think we care?
Do you really not care at all about anything?
No.
That's not our vibe.
You were both so sad when Lazarus died. That means that regardless, you have some love in your heart for your sibling?
What do you think love means?
Love means caring for someone regardless of what's in your way. It means taking a moment to breathe in the person that you love, knowing they are a gift. It's not something you can explain. You just have to feel the fire inside you.
What about family?
Aren't all of us related here? It's not the same thing, but it's sort of the same thing.
Potato, brother, husband.
Not exactly the track I was on, but sure.
You really care about Lazarus that much, huh?
More than Mary loves wine.
Two sisters gasp.
Wow.
I suppose we should be a little better. Form a tighter support system.
It would mean a lot to me.
Okay, I suppose we'll do it.
Atarah hugs them, and they let her before slightly shoving her off. She leaves.
We're not going to do that, are we?
Oh, probably not.
The lights shift and come up on Reuben and Lazarus, looking down at Steve the leper.
Look, Steve, I will give you several pieces of silver if you just touch me.
How many times do I have to tell you no? Do you know the stigmas faced in the leper community? If people think we just go around touching everyone, they'll have us executed.
I want to die, Steve.
Trust me when I say that Lazarus is not going to let you leave until you know.
He gives Lazarus a gentle poke.
You think I'm going to betray my fellow lepers like that?
Yeah, considering that I'm offering you money.
Wow. So my beliefs can just be bought. Am I just a commodity to you?
Pretty much.
I won't do it. Unless
You want more money? Clothing? Food?
you could solicit some services from me, if you know what I mean.
I do not follow.
You know.
Makes an incredible, elaborate, and nonsensical gesture.
Oh my God, no.
Look, my arm may have fallen off, but my dick's just as good as the next guy, okay?
It's not that it's just, you won't touch me on the arm, but you do that with me.
Yeah. What don't you get? If I touch your arm, it does me no good. At least the other way, I get something out of it.
He's got a point.
No, he does not.
Says you.
I am offering him money just to touch my arm. You don't have to do any of that stuff.
But I want to, though.
I'm the one soliciting services from you, and I'm telling you that I will only pay you to gently touch my arm. Nothing else.
So what I'm hearing is a no?
No!
Reuben pulls Lazarus away for a second.
Consider your options. Right? You want to die, right?
Yes.
What if this was the only way?
Mm.
What if getting it in the ass from a leper was the only way to die?
Actually, you can't get leprosy from sex. You'd probably die from me holding you down and trying to be romantic.
Well, if that's the case, then why don't you just touch me non-sexually in the first place?
I want to ride someone. That's all anybody wants.
Why does everyone assume I'm a bottom?
Steve and Reuben raise their eyebrows at Lazarus. Steve raises his unattached arm as if to say, really?
Shut up!
I bet you can make it worth my while.
Worth your while? I'm the only one paying for sex.
So you'll do it?
No, that's not what I was saying.
This whole thing sounds like a Moliere play.
Who?
Who?
Yeah, never mind. It's a niche joke.
I feel so confused and uncomfortable and
Horny? Because I'm horny.
Are all lepers like this?
No, just me and Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy's a real horn dog.
What's Jimmy charging?
He's still got both arms, so he's on the upscale side. If you're looking for a steal, there's John. He's pretty much dead, so he's got some low prices.
I was saving up for the collection plate, but
Reuben, no.
well,
No, I can't do this. Look, I have to figure something else out. Come on.
Lazarus starts to drag Reuben off as Steve takes out a card and hands it to him. Reuben winks, the lights shift and reveal Jesus talking to some people in a circle. They are in awe.
My father spoke to Moses and told him to forge on, and so they continued through the desert, all thanks to the phrase, "Let my people go."
The audience cheers.
Thank you, my children. I'll be back tomorrow, 3, all ages.
The audience dissipates, leaving Peter, who steps up to Jesus with a towel and water bottle.
That was a good one, sir.
You think so? I feel like the Red Sea parting was a little heavy-handed.
Maybe, but the plague of frogs.
It's nothing they don't already know from the Old Testament.
But you're making everything brand new.
Sort of, but I haven't had a miracle in a while. Miracles are what they want. They're hip, they're cool.
So what? Think of the story you just told, reminding them of the murder of everyone's firstborn.
Okay, that was sick, man. Everybody was like, "Whoa, OMG," and I was like, "Nice." So right. So go kill a lamb. That was awesome.
It really is one of your greatest hits, next to Abraham almost killing his son.
They really seem to like stories with kids and death.
Yeah, maybe we should cut back on that. It might encourage people.
I need new material. I can't keep relying on the old stuff like woman turning into salt.
Didn't you just raise a guy from the dead?
Yeah, Lazarus.
Well, why don't you talk about that? I mean, reanimation, that's new.
Dude, in our world, something new happens like every 5 minutes.
But half of it is thanks to you.
Yeah, but talking about Lazarus, that happened way too recently. I don't want people shouting details at me in the middle of my sermon. You gotta space it out. You feel me, man?
I feel.
Maybe we could get Lazarus to do something.
Wonderful idea. You bring back someone as a reformed, devout follower.
Ooh, we can make him a disciple.
Whoa. I mean, a 13th disciple? That could really screw up the whole vibe.
Fine. What about a position as bishop or something?
A bishop. Sexy, new, exciting.
Who would turn that down?
Well, you might really have to do some convincing. I've heard a few rumors surrounding you telling Lazarus that,
Oh, the no purpose thing?
Yeah. I don't think people like the sound of that.
Don't worry. I got an idea. We'll call another massive sermon, open up the floor to a Q&A. Someone is bound to ask a question about Lazarus. I mean, that's hot stuff.
Then what?
We invite Lazarus up on stage and make the announcement.
Great! But how do we know Lazarus will be there?
Oh, I'll take care of that.
I'll get the message out. Where do you want to meet? Tomb? Mount?
The last time we were at the tomb, Judas hotboxed it, so let's stick with the mount.
Does Judas ever worry you?
What he's gonna do? Betray me?
A pause happens. It goes on just a bit too long as Jesus and Peter stare at each other.
Right. Cool, I'll go.
Yeah. Cool, bro, cool.
Jesus and Peter walk off in different directions and Atarah enters.
Are you there, Yahweh? It's me, Atarah. I know this isn't the most private place to pray, but it's peaceful. Lord, you've sent us your son. Or at least we think it's your son. We can't really tell if there's a resemblance. That's not the point. I just wanted to ask about Lazarus. He feels like he was resurrected for no reason, but there's got to be a reason, right? There's a reason for everything. That's what they told me when my mother died, and my brother, and my other brother, and my other brother, but I just don't know. He sent a sign that Lazarus will be okay. If that's too much to ask, I get it. There are other things that people pray for, like the end of famine or just like really good opium. And just please just give me a sign. Amen.
She walks back off as a bar is brought on stage. It's just a table outside. A small sign reads, "The Watering Hole." Lazarus sits dejectedly, and Reuben sits next to them. Both are drinking.
Maybe I could just drink myself to death.
In this shithole, figs don't do jack.
I know.
They both take a shot.
Are you sure the leper sex is off the table? He was pretty good looking, even though half of him was missing.
I'm not getting back into heaven if I die from sodomy.
Then how'd you get in the first time, considering...
Bartender,
More shots?
strongest you've got.
Hey, wait a second. Aren't you that guy, like, rose from the dead?
No, I'm not.
Yes, and this mythical being requires alcohol to sustain such a heavy presence on the earth.
All right, then. Drinks on me.
Really?
Look, mythical being or not, you're still a total celebrity.
Celebrity?
Yeah, you're, like, all over the place.
Sick.
How am I a celebrity?
How are you not? Someone gets raised from the dead like that, it doesn't just go unnoticed. You're the biggest, I think, thing to happen this millennium. Or at least you will be until Jesus does something cooler. But hey, you'll always be my favorite miracle.
Thanks.
Back to those free drinks.
Right. Don't worry about it. Judas over there has been keeping me in business long enough anyway.
He walks off.
Judas?
Judas lifts his head up from where he's been brooding.
You called?
Have fun with the emo prick. I'm gonna go take a leak.
He leaves.
Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be riding the Jesus train?
Fuck is a train?
Never mind. Why are you here?
This is the one place Jesus never comes. He only drinks wine, nothing hardcore.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, but if you want to hang with me, you gotta be hardcore. I'm goth as shit.
I can tell. So aren't you the one following him around?
Hey, watch it.
I'm just saying, you're technically a part of a Jesus fan club.
Aren't you?
No. I'm not entirely sold on the guy.
You know, if you want, I could get rid of him.
I'm sorry.
Come on. God give you any silver for the ride down?
Ha! Silver? I didn't get anything. I was eating dinner with my mom when I got yoinked back down to earth. By the way, it's not something I'd recommend.
I get the feeling that's not where I'm headed.
Why do you say that?
All right, well, according to my divine plan, I'm going to betray Jesus and get him killed because some guy in a placenta-shaped hat sings a song to me about how much money I can make.
How do you know?
Someone's going to write a rock musical about me that'll go into further detail about it.
Oh yeah, one day some bored white girl is going to write a play about me.
They pause and turn towards the audience for a moment. Reuben returns.
Oh, I missed the fourth wall break.
Just give it a minute.
Hey, why'd we come here again?
Was it to contract me to kill Jesus?
If you really wanted to kill him, why don't you?
I have to be contracted. That's how it works.
Can we please move on?
Sure. Don't you think it's kind of messed up that I'm pretty much the only disciple regularly portrayed as having darker hair and skin? Like, what does that say? Okay, fine then. I'm gonna go take a leak in the drinking water.
He starts to go to the left.
Wait, I thought that was the drinking water.
Honestly, all water is the same water.
He leaves.
Huh. So, what we doing?
Brooding.
Over Jesus telling you that that your life is worth nothing? Or at least that he doesn't know what your purpose, or at least that he doesn't know what purpose your life has.
Bingo.
They drink.
There's got to be some reason why he brought you back.
Ha! Years from now, bringing the dead to life would be like pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Repeat that!
A man with a large mustache walks on stage.
It's a party trick concerning a... Wait, who are you?
Hamed Houdini, and you've just given me an idea.
He exits.
Okay. As I was saying, it's like Jesus is just running out of material. He could smash a fruit in front of a crowd and all of a sudden the world is reborn.
The same man as before enters with a mallet.
What was that about the fruit?
Excuse me?
Hey, I'm Muhammad Gallagher. You've just given me an idea.
He exits.
Everyone here is weird. Not in a xenophobic way. Wait, is that a thing?
Fear of xylophones? Buddy, you don't even know.
Once more, the man enters, this time carrying a kind of space helmet object.
Xeno, you say?
What's your story, dude? Come on, what's the point of the bit? Do you really have nothing better to do?
I wanted to.
Call yourself ESO Ridley Scott or something.
Yeah?
Don't make him feel bad.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, I didn't.
The man runs off.
Christ!
Jesus enters.
You called?
No!
Too bad. God is everywhere, etc., etc. Listen, Lazarus, can I have a moment of your precious mortal time?
Why? To tell me my life is meaningless?
Never, man. Unless that's what you want to hear.
It's not.
Fair enough.
So, Jesus, Lord, since you're here, can I ask you a question?
You don't want to say yes.
But I am obligated to answer any question asked.
I promise you, you don't.
So, like, what's your deal?
That wasn't that bad.
My deal?
Yeah, with the 12 dudes, are you guys, you know.
There it is.
I don't think that's wrong at all. I just wanted to.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I don't hate the gays either. I specifically told Peter to say that I do not hate the gays.
You seem a bit defensive.
Look, between you and me, 20 pieces of silver is 20 pieces of silver. Am I right?
They high five.
Don't high five him.
Why do you feel the need to put me down?
Lazarus is just like that.
You've made me feel like garbage. Constantly.
I calls them like I see them.
That's not an appropriate response, though.
How about this? I give you a purpose.
Like what?
I make you a bishop.
So I can do your dirty work? Fat chance. If you call yourself a preacher for the people, you should be out there leading them.
What would one even do as a bishop?
Great question. Peter!
Peter runs on with a legal pad.
All right. So the guys and I have been workshopping this for a little while, and I think you're going to love it. So essentially, a bishop would...
Stick to the basic pitch, please.
You really think I care?
I have a storyboard.
Save your air for someone that actually wants this job.
Come on, give him a chance.
No! I'm tired of listening to this. Get one of your groupies to do it. Call a meeting or whatever.
Funny thing, I'm actually having a massive sermon tonight, sir. Or as you put it, a meeting. Maybe you want to stop by. I mean, everyone from Jerusalem to Albuquerque is going to be there.
Really? Everyone?
Well, I doubt Thomas can make it.
That's funny.
Then you can tell all of these people whatever it is they want to hear, and you don't have to involve me.
What about when I'm gone?
I thought you were immortal.
Metaphorically.
What does that even mean?
I will live on in my followers and teachings as well in the words of the Bible.
The book that Peter's writing?
No, God is writing it.
So yes.
Yeah, it's Peter. Don't believe everything I say.
Can I give you a book of poems I've been doing? I call them the Peace Lambs.
I'll pass it on.
Reuben, don't sell out to this corporate hack.
Whoa, chill out, dude. I'm a socialist.
You are.
Yeah, did you not see me go absolute ham on those guys at the temple? Shit was whack.
I heard about that, and I concur. Shit was indeed whack.
Fine, but I still don't want to be a bishop. I'd rather die. In fact, I'd rather be crushed by a boulder. Wait, that's it, that's it. Come on, Reuben.
Lazarus runs off.
What's going on? I'm involved in a subplot.
Man, I'm just a quirky best friend. I go with the flow.
They clink glasses and Reuben takes a swig.
Water. Never gets old, my guy.
He runs off and the lights dim. The lights up on Atarah. She accidentally runs into Lazarus.
Lazarus,
Atarah.
I've been looking everywhere for you. I was just with Mary and Martha.
And how were they?
Mostly drunk.
Fair.
Look, I need to talk to you, and I was thinking that we could meet later. Jesus is supposed to be doing a sermon later tonight, and I think there's a Q&A, so we could meet there and slip away. It's a massive event. Everyone will be there.
He just told me about it.
And you'll be there.
Maybe. Wait, I just realized that I I might not be able to come. I'll talk to you at a different time. I just don't know when. Hold still.
Lazarus brushes a piece of Atarah's hair out of her face, trying to place it back in her veil. The moment is soft, their eyes are locked, and Atarah smiles. It's the kind of smile that reminds someone that life is worth living. Lazarus swallows, but then walks away.
Bye.
The lights shift, and we see Lazarus and Reuben talking to Boulder Guy. All right. So you want to buy a Boulder. Now, the one I got over there, that's the model, is the Model B Boulder. That's a good one for sitting on a tomb. You know, that's a big one.
What about for killing someone?
What kind of murder are you talking about? Horse stoning? Hitting a bitch with a rock?
I'm noticing a theme with you.
Hey.
What's the best kind of boulder to drop on someone from a great height?
Oh, I gotcha. The boulder right over here to the left is good for that kind of murder. I call that the Bouldermatic 4000.
How much?
60 pieces of silver and a goat and a half.
Goat and a half?
Yeah, like get me a whole goat and, just the head and, another one or something.
Uh-huh.
Okay, allow me to confer with my partner.
Lazarus and Reuben step to the side.
We have to kill him.
What?
What else can we do? We can't afford that. Also, you're cool with me killing myself but another person?
That's not what I meant! What if we just stole the boulder?
Good idea. Only it's a boulder.
Worth a shot, right?
What if we get caught? We could each lose a hand.
But if you take all the blame, you could lose your life.
So either way, I die. Smart thinking, Reuben.
Okay, I'm stronger, so you're gonna have to distract him. Tell a joke or something.
So, what'll it be?
Have you heard the one about the,
Oh, I know where this is going. A Jew, a heathen, and a sodomite walk into a restaurant and the hostess says, "Table for one."
Aren't we all Jewish?
Yeah, more or less.
Then why is that joke funny? Actually, that joke isn't funny. Period. It's just offensive.
Hey, there ain't many races that we know about, so I got to do something. I got some on women.
Don't. I'm a feminist.
What's that?
It means that I believe in the equality of all genders, races, and creeds.
That's awful.
Oh, so what? You just want society to crumble?
Nah, I just disagree with how you believes in equality because I don't think we'll ever be fully equal. So what's the point in trying,
But why not try if we have the time?
All right. Are you going to buy the damn boulder or not? Because I didn't think we'd be having this kind of conversation today, and I ain't a fan of how you're challenging my worldview.
Open up your mind.
I'm going to pass. Reuben sticks his hand out from backstage and gives a thumbs up.
I think I'll take my boulder business elsewhere. Maybe to a person less closed-minded.
Lazarus walks off. Forget about it. The light shifts to Atarah standing with Mary and Martha.
So you found Lazarus?
Yeah, but it was strange. There was something off about everything.
Whatever. I can't even keep tabs on that thing.
Why do I keep talking to you?
We're just trying to pass the Bechdel test, honestly.
What's the biblical form of that?
I really couldn't think of a good pun. The best Bechdel test could be like Bethel, like Bethlehem. But I think that's a real thing. Doesn't matter because we passed.
Woo, women!
Martha and Mary chest bump. Jesus arrives and there's a decent amount of needless clapping, maybe some pop music.
I know. I'm great.
Jesus, over here.
Ooh, an autograph?
No, I must ask for your help.
Peter, get over here. We got a sob story.
Peter runs over, pen and book at the ready.
Are you going to record my story?
It could lead to a teachable moment.
Well, it's about Lazarus. I'm deeply concerned for my friend, and I want to know how I can help.
This is lame.
We can shove it in John. Listen, Mary.
My name is Atarah.
My bad. Pretty much every woman I know is named Mary.
That's valid.
Anyway, you just gotta roll with it, man. Lazarus is so weird. Like, I try to help, but then there's like that obsession with my life has no purpose. Like, nothing matters, dude. I know, my whole life's path, and I'm pretty much spending all of it as a bored virgin that runs around granting wishes until I croak at 30.
Word.
So you're just saying that you just need to live life as if there are no consequences.
Don't kill anyone, but yeah, be happy.
Thank you.
He hugs Jesus and runs off.
She has a hot face.
That's not what defines her as a woman, my brother. Rockin' tits do.
The scene shifts back to Lazarus and Reuben. Reuben is off stage and Lazarus is yelling upward.
Okay, a little more to the left. No, my left. Your right. Okay, now.
Lazarus kneels as if they're about to be struck. Nothing happens. Lazarus opens an eye.
What?
Reuben runs on.
We miscalculated. I missed you. By a lot.
Did we hit anyone else?
No, luckily. Lazarus, why can't we just give this up?
Give up? No, I can't do that.
What's so bad about being alive?
Have you seen where we are?
Yeah, and I've seen you too, alive and dead. I knew you'd come back, but there was a time when I didn't. Do you know how I found you? My best friend lying on the ground, eyes open, but so completely empty. And then there was the...
Stop.
I don't want to help you with this. I've been going along with it because I didn't know how to tell you that I can't lose you again. I blame myself so much that, and I had no idea where to put any of my energy. I wanted to break things or drink, and now I keep thinking about how I didn't pay attention the first time and how I can't let it get to that.
Please, Reuben, stop.
Are you crying?
Don't look at me like that.
I'm sorry.
You don't know what it was like. I didn't matter to anyone.
You matter to me. Your best friend.
My only friend.
Your sisters.
Oh, come on.
Definitely Martha. Maybe not Mary.
Yeah? Well, who else?
Atarah.
She was fine without me around.
She didn't stop praying. Even after she learned you'd return, Lazarus, she didn't sleep, didn't eat. I tried to help her, but she wanted to be alone. That's when you were gone for 4 days. Imagine if you left for good.
Why did she act that way?
You really don't know?
What?
She loves you.
How do you know?
Have you ever seen the way she looks at you?
Yes.
She asked you to meet her.
Yes, she did.
There's still time.
You missed me on purpose with the boulder.
Go find her.
Lazarus nods at Reuben and leaves. Reuben sits and sighs. The lights shift and come back up on Mary and Martha, just standing around. Lazarus runs on.
Where's Atarah?
She ran off.
Did she say where she was going?
No, she just goes where she pleases.
Great.
May I have your attention, please? For tonight's Sermon on the Mount, I present Jesus!
DJ air horn, Jesus enters and people cheer.
All right, tonight is the night. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading by Matthew, but now I'm going to tell you a story. You guys know how I was born, right?
More cheering.
Nice. Well, let me tell you about
Air horn.
Gabriel. Gabriel was the angel that showed up to Mary, my mom, and was like, hey, I know this is wild, but you're going to give birth to the Son of God. Mary was normal, and she didn't think she was worthy of anything. Plus, she was a virgin, which was whack, but God said no biggie.
Is this going anywhere?
You know what they say, come for the sermon, stay for the pigs.
No one says that.
Mary shrugs.
Okay, so she agreed to it anyway. She knew she was meant for something. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that everyone here is meant for something.
He starts to look into the crowd, trying to find a person to bring up. He lands on Lazarus.
Like here. Come on up, Lazarus.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do it, do it, do it,
Can't
do
stand.
I need to find Atarah.
Just go. Do not embarrass me in front of the Lord.
Oh my God.
They make their way to Jesus.
So, Lazarus, I know you don't believe that your life has purpose, but just like Mary, you do.
You told me I didn't.
Smile for the people.
No.
Lazarus, do you remember the gift of heaven? Would you tell everyone what you saw?
In heaven,
Duh.
I saw clouds, and my mother was there. Everything looked like a palace. It was quiet, but not too quiet. Like a night in summer where you can hear nothing and everything all at once. No one was hungry. No one felt alone. Oh, and angels are terrifying in their true form, like they've got rows and rows of teeth and all these gross eyes.
That is so going in Revelation.
Maybe you'd like to share your experiences as, drumroll please, the new bishop.
No.
Sorry, what?
I said no. If I get to pick my own path, then I get to pick my own path. I don't want to be a bishop.
Lazarus, this is a huge opportunity. Perhaps you should consider.
I'm already in your stupid book once. Isn't that enough?
Come on, don't you want to share my success?
Exactly. It's your success.
Chill.
I don't want to be your pawn.
I wanted to offer you a purpose.
No. I don't need you to tell me that I have a purpose. I can find my own path, especially if my purpose is to serve you.
Maybe, but there's one more thing I know you need.
To find Atarah.
They start looking around.
You don't know where she went, do you?
No.
Do you want me to show you the way? I'm really good at showing people the way.
To Atarah.
Yeah, unless you can spare a sec.
No.
Okay, fine. She went that way.
He points.
Thank you.
They run off. The crowd is stunned and silent.
So, who wants to hear about me healing the blind?
Cheering.
That's right. Give it up for the Lamb of God.
EJ air horn. The lights shift back to Reuben by himself. Lazarus runs in.
Why are you still here?
I honestly wasn't sure if you'd find her or you'd just try and off yourself again.
Right now, I'm not interested in the latter.
Right now?
I can't explain it. It's just, my brain is different. Most of the time, I'm really depressed, and this world makes me feel like it's not worth staying in. Then there are times, like right now, where I feel like maybe I have a purpose or that I matter or something. That feeling could make me want to stick around for another hour, a day, a week. It's hard to stay. Reuben, I care about you. I'm staying and I've got to find Atarah, but I don't know how long my brain will let me stay this way. It's chemistry, and in all honesty, I don't have to tell you why I did it. There will always be things that I don't tell you. Do you understand?
What is it that makes you so sad and empty?
I don't know.
Do you think you ever will?
Probably not.
Right.
Help me find Atarah, okay?
You sure this isn't some ploy to end up dying?
I'm sure.
I'd watch out then. The rule of 3 will find you.
Damn, how could I forget? I've already had 2 comedic run-ins with death.
Well, let's go before the third catches up.
They walk off. Boulder guy walks on. Is this the end of my story? Am I really meant to just be a bit part in somebody else's life? No one cares about Boulder guy? I've got a wife, I got a kid, I has myself a family, and here I am, one-off piece of a play designed for some bored character actor. I don't get a purpose. I'm reduced to nothing but a minuscule cell in the vast cosmos of the universe. Hey, is that my Boulder? The lights shift back to Atarah, alone.
I know what I must do, Lord. Your guidance came from a place I did not expect, but here I am. I was so unsure of my faith when I lost Lazarus, but then the resurrection happened. Honestly, there's no way any other resurrection could ever top that, like ever. But I think I'm unsure again. Lazarus is back, but doesn't want to be. So what was the point in the first place? I guess I'm praying for peace. I don't know anymore. Everything has taken a dark turn, and I just want to be true to my heart. Honestly, I'm beginning to feel really alone. Maybe I'll get bangs?
She leaves, and Lazarus enters.
I could have sworn she was just here.
I'll stay here. I'll check this way.
Reuben goes off, and Atarah runs on, opposite of where she entered. Lazarus turns to see her.
Atarah.
She cuts them off by running in and kissing them. She turns and dips Lazarus down. She's wanted to do this for a very long time. They stop to breathe.
Hi.
Blackout. End of Act 1. Act 2. The lights come up on Lazarus and Atarah kissing again. Reuben walks in eating something.
Hey, I didn't find her, but I found a snack shack with this great new flavor of dirt and oh shit. Oh yeah. Get that poon.
Lazarus and Atarah separate.
Wow.
Yeah, gross.
I have to balance my profundness with vulgarity. Duh.
Listen, Lazarus, I have to tend to my goats.
Is that a euphemism?
Meet me again tomorrow in the marketplace.
Okay, I will.
Please.
I swear.
Atarah leaves.
Now what?
I need to apologize to Jesus.
What?
I was a bit of an ass on the mount, and I guess I need to say something.
Let's go.
The scene shifts to Jesus sitting next to Joe.
God has a plan for everyone, Joe. And unfortunately, your plan involves dying of syphilis.
Joe cries and runs off as Lazarus and Reuben come on.
Jeez, what was that guy's problem?
Ignore him. What can I do for you? I'm working on a walking on water trick. You want some fish?
No.
Can you pretend to?
No.
Then what do you want?
Someone would like to say sorry.
Lazarus enters.
Oh, well, how the stone tablets have turned.
I'm sorry, Jesus. I should have been nicer to you and to the crowd.
What made you decide to say sorry?
Change of heart, I guess.
Did I inspire you?
You accidentally inspired me.
All right, up top.
He's left hanging.
Regardless, you inspired Atarah, which certainly changed me.
No, I bet it did.
Peter comes in with a canvas and paintbrush.
I'm here to do your portrait, sir.
Great. Pop a squat right here.
Isn't it a bit late to be doing a portrait?
Oh. What are you doing here?
Lazarus came to apologize and receive my forgiveness.
Was it given?
Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing.
Was it received?
Yes.
Great.
I'm sorry if I've mistreated you, Peter.
I'm sorry, Jesus. Was that the wind?
Come on. You're not so perfect.
Since when?
Wait until Holy Week. It's going to be wild for you.
Fine. Lazarus, I forgive you.
Because that's so hard.
Peter grumbles.
All right, now paint me with pale skin and blue eyes. I want to mess with some future whiteys.
I feel like we should leave.
Yeah, sometimes these portraits get a bit risque.
There's an awkward silence. Jesus winks, and Reuben and Lazarus slowly back out of the scene. The lights shift and come up on Atarah with Mary and Martha. Atarah has a basket. Martha is just carrying fruit.
Do you have to manhandle the fruit like that?
You're too drunk to carry it.
I said bring a basket.
Do you want to borrow mine?
Doesn't match my veil.
Typical.
Why do you even need all that fruit anyway?
Honestly, I don't even know how this happened.
Yeah, we kind of just get dropped in the middle of a setting with zero context.
She turns away, looking into her empty basket. Martha drops a piece of fruit in it.
What's gotten into you, kid?
Yeah, you look pretty sad for someone trapped in the desert.
Past time.
Oh, yeah, that. Look, Lazarus will turn up any second now.
Think so?
Probably.
Probably.
Don't listen to her. It'll be fine. Lazarus is just, Lazarus.
Lazarus and Reuben enter.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry I'm late. Reuben wanted to tag along. We can just leave him with my sisters.
All right, that's fine.
Lazarus and Atarah walk down stage.
Did you sleep well?
It's hard to say. I tend not to sleep ever.
Why is that?
No idea. You?
I woke up at 3 hearing my goats doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey, more goats.
You want kids?
What?
It's a goat joke.
Oh, livestock humor. Nice.
We know each other, but we're acting like strangers.
Because now it feels like we are. Everything has shifted.
We can talk someplace private. Here it's just so vulnerable.
Yeah, you're right. Where should we go?
Meet me by my hut around 9.
Why so late?
It won't be dark enough until then.
So what can we do in the meantime?
Before then, I guess we can just stay here.
And act like strangers?
Yeah, and act like strangers.
I'm glad you're here.
I think I am too. No, I am.
Reuben turns from being upstage with Mary and Martha. He has 2 sticks in his mouth.
Look, I'm a walrus.
Everyone laughs, but Lazarus suddenly stops.
What's a walrus?
The scene shifts to night outside of the home of Lazarus. Atarah comes on carrying a lantern.
I'm here.
Lazarus comes on.
I saw you, but it took me a second to step over Mary.
Why do you still live with them?
Well, I lost my job on account of being dead. Plus, the rent here is dirt cheap.
How much?
No, it's actually dirt cheap. The rent is dirt.
Yeah, but you have to cover your own utilities.
So, there's not many that we have to cover.
Fair point. And where are we going?
Follow me.
They make a loop around the stage before ending up in the center again.
A cave?
I guess you could call it that. I used to come here to think
What did you think about?
a lot. It was random.
Tell me a story
A story.
of a time you came here.
There was one night, a few months ago, where the sky was the clearest I'd ever seen it. It was almost like glass, the way the stars sparkled. I went into the cave and laid down with my head out so that I could see. I had this pain in my chest that I didn't understand. But when I looked at the sky, it felt different. The pain stopped, and it was just me and the stars. It's going to sound ridiculous, but I just started crying. I didn't get why, I just did. It was healing almost.
You think about the sky often?
I think about that sky, about the stars that were above me then,
Why not now?
because I live in the past.
In this moment, only crickets can be heard.
When was the last time you came here?
I don't remember the exact day. Not long before I died.
What was that like? You don't have to tell me.
No, it's fine. It was strange. I saw my mother.
How was that?
I don't know. She was surprised to see me because I'm young, and she lived to be a healthy 32.
Right.
When I left this world, my mind was also just filled with knowledge from the afterlife.
Like what?
Virginity is a social construct.
Ooh, your modern feminist ideals really turned me on.
Yeah? You should be earning just as much as the male merchants.
Hot.
Dowries turn women into property.
Take me.
When I died, I had a complete crisis of gender and sexuality. And now I feel like a bright star composed of infinite lives as well as experiences, causing me to disagree with every construct and label created to divide us. So now I'm questioning my identity.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Women should inherit land.
Nice.
So here we are. Alone in a cave.
I guess.
Yeah.
There's a beat as they look at each other. Atarah holds out her hands. Lazarus does the same. They take each other's hands. Atarah gently touches the gauze, and Lazarus winces slightly, but lets her continue. Atarah moves her hands to their shoulders, and they both stand as she slips off the abaya Lazarus is wearing. Beneath, they stand in white boxers. If Lazarus is being played by a female or non-binary person, add a tank top. Lazarus undresses Atarah, who remains in a slip. She takes off her own veil, and they sit down.
Your hair is beautiful.
Thanks. You know, I almost got bangs.
Sheesh. What were you going through?
Less than you.
Yeah. I meant it though. You really are beautiful.
So are you.
She notices the gauze on their wrists.
You won't take off your gauntlets, will you, warrior?
You can take them off. Just don't leave after.
Why would I?
You'll see.
Confused, Atarah repeats her earlier actions of gently touching them. They both close their eyes as she slowly unwraps one wrist, then the other. When she opens her eyes, she can see Lazarus's wrists, but the audience can't. Lazarus looks away.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't.
didn't know. Yeah. I know.
I love you.
Has love even been invented yet?
It must have been because I feel it when I look at you.
I know you do. I'm sorry I was hurting. I am still hurting.
We all hurt.
I don't know if I can stay. I'm entirely torn into two pieces. There's this piece of me that wants to keep going, and then there's this piece that tells me I'm better off dying again.
I wish I could understand.
I know.
I don't think you ever knew your worth. You didn't see your funeral, did you?
No.
I didn't give a eulogy. I just sang instead.
How did it go?
She stares at Lazarus, taking their hands as she sings the following verse from Liz Phair's Perfect World. If this is illegal, find something similar.
What a pretty life you have. Oh boy, it's a pretty life you have. And I would need a map just so I could navigate the backyard. And home is very ordinary. I know I was born to lead a double life of murder, strife, and misery. And when I find it, I know I'll make sense of me. I want to be cool, tall, vulnerable, and luscious. I would have it all if I'd only had this much. No need for Lucifer to fall if he'd learn to keep his mouth shut. I want to be involved, be involved, be involved. I want to be involved with you.
That's beautiful. Did you write it?
No. I heard it in the market the other day before the service and it just felt right.
Your voice is beautiful.
So are you?
They stare into each other's eyes.
There has to be something that kept you here as long as it did.
There were several things.
I can help you. I love you and I want you to stay. Nothing makes sense. I understand that, but so many people missed you when you left. We can't go through that again.
All those people only came to my funeral because they knew I would be someone's magic act.
I came because I was heartbroken. Reuben came because he was mourning in his own way.
I can't think of you right now. I know that sounds counterproductive, but it's true. I'm just in this place and...
And?
I mean, what do we do?
Right now.
Now.
I want to make love to you tonight because you may not be here tomorrow.
Don't say it like that.
Say what like what?
What you just said sounds so poetic. It sounds romantic and beautiful, and it shouldn't. I am in pain. I am conflicted. I am all of these things, and none of them are something that you can take and make sound artistic. They don't deserve to be.
Stop thinking about yourself. Please just let me say what I want to say. Lazarus, I love you. I told you that, and you looked at me and started musing on whether or not love exists. If love didn't exist, I wouldn't be stripped bare in front of you. I wouldn't have prayed for days to bring you back, and I certainly wouldn't be trying to convince you to stay alive. I am not asking you to stay alive for me. I am asking you to stay alive for yourself. You are brilliant and you can change things and you just have to trust yourself. I don't want to sound like I am romanticizing your situation. I am trying to love you and I am doing my best to express that. Fuck!
Atarah covers her mouth in shock. Lazarus looks at her, surprised and trying to stifle a laugh.
It's not funny.
No, I'm sorry.
They start laughing.
No, but I mean, it is funny. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. Maybe I'm just coping. I don't know.
I can't believe I said that. And you know what? It felt good. I felt really good just to be angry, to get mad at you and
to feel.
Yes, it did. And you know what else? Screw Jesus.
Yeah?
He put you down this path and he's never been there for me. He's a dick.
Yes!
And honestly, so are you.
Yeah.
But I still care about you.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have lost it on me, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Do you still want to make love?
Yes. And then we'll make love again and again. Maybe we'll end up raising a small family of 9. I don't know. It's easy to wish you were dead, but we can't keep listing the people that care about you to make you want to stay alive. It's more than people. It's nature. It's everything.
Atarah,
She kisses Lazarus deeply. They look at each other. Atarah starts to sob into Lazarus.
I'll stay. I can't promise you anything, but I'll stay for tonight. We'll sleep together or whatever you want, and I'll stay.
Okay.
Let me hear your heartbeat.
The song Blue Light by Mazzy Star plays as Lazarus kisses Atarah and then sinks down so that they are listening to her heartbeat. This lasts for a moment. Neither of them are sad, just tired. Lazarus takes one of Atarah's hands, and they lie down next to each other. Slowly, she turns over and wraps a leg around Lazarus. The moment reads tenderness for another second, and the light fades out. After a moment, let the first lyric get out at least, the song fades, and the light comes up on the same scene in the morning. Jesus walks on,
Oh,
gently nudging Lazarus awake.
hey, bud.
Lazarus wakes up and screams, which startles Atarah.
Jesus!
That's me.
How long have you been here?
Yeah, man, this is our spot.
Your spot. This is my future tomb.
What?
We did it in a tomb?
Yeah. Did you not? Wait. You guys did it? Nice!
He goes to high-five Lazarus, who just stares blankly in return.
So this is your future tomb?
Yeah, there's usually a sign out front, but Judas keeps moving it.
Well, why are you here now?
Gotta find a way to bust out of here, so I'm looking for loose walls.
Oh, on the left.
How do you know?
You don't spend half your life brooding in a cave without learning a few things.
Fair point.
Look, I should probably go, but Lazarus, I wanted to ask how you're doing.
Really? This isn't some kind of trick to get me to work for you.
Nope.
You care about my well-being.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
I know. I was pretty shocked myself, so what's up?
I don't know. I've been thinking a lot over the past few hours.
About...
Life, staying alive, etc.
Very introspective.
It really has been.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you thinking now?
I'm kind of cold.
I think you meant about life.
I don't have a definitive answer. But I think I'm going to stick around for a bit longer.
Is that so?
Yeah. It is.
Atarah and Lazarus look at each other and smile. She holds out her hand, and Lazarus takes it.
Then maybe you should go tell people.
No, I'm really not comfortable.
Hey, everybody! Lazarus!
Oh, for the love. Get dressed.
They start to put on their clothes and rush off. The scene transitions to a blank stage. Everyone in the ensemble is there. They are as follows: Reuben, Jesus, Peter, Mary, Martha, and Boulder Guy. Now, Boulder Guy is not facing the audience and just blends in. They mingle for a second before Lazarus runs on, fully clothed.
There you are. I was getting worried.
I was just with Atarah. Everything is fine.
Well, then where's Atarah?
She has to fix her veil.
Oh.
Shut up.
Looks around.
What's with all the people?
It's got something to do with Jesus, but I'm not sure what.
Lazarus! I'm glad to hear that you finally came around.
Beg pardon?
I'm assuming that since Jesus has renewed your will to live, you will take the position of bishop?
Okay, first of all, no. Second of all, Jesus didn't renew shit.
Everyone collectively gasps, aside from Reuben.
I told you all Jesus was lying.
Well, that's an alarming sentence.
Hey now, I can't lie, remember?
But you didn't renew my will to live.
See, I thought I did though. So, not a lie.
That's not as valid of an argument as you think it is.
Come on, dude. Just take the offer. We'll pay you money.
Since when was the church about money?
Everyone on stage except Boulder Guy, who's hidden, looks at the audience for a second.
Okay, but still.
Come on, there's loads of benefits and chicks.
I thought you had to be sex-free.
Sex-free?
Oh, what? I don't have the vocabulary required to please you.
That's not what I meant.
No, I get it.
Guys, it doesn't matter.
No, it does. Because I can't be the bishop. Because I've had sex.
Hell yeah, you have!
So what? We'll just bend the rules.
No, I don't think that we should.
Why is it so important to you that I'm the bishop?
Peter, you want to help me out here?
Honestly, I don't know.
I want you to keep me relevant. And your story is great. People want you, not some rando.
So you're running out of material.
Kind of. I got this whole idea for a fish and loaves bit, but I'm not sure how it's going to go over.
And you just used me.
I need help. People will listen to you. I don't know what the future looks like. Prob's pretty lame, but I think that you could do a lot of good spreading my word around.
You have 12 people waiting to do that for you. 12 people that not only want to preach for you, but that solidly believe in your words. I'm not saying that I completely doubt you. I mean, there's some truth in whatever it is that you're saying because I've seen it. I just don't know if I can give my life to someone that I don't fully believe in. I can't give you my freedom because when it comes down to it, I don't owe you anything. You brought me back, but I didn't ask for that. More importantly, you weren't the one that saved my life. I'm just part of your divine plan, but there are other people that are keeping me here. My friends and the people that I love.
Your family.
No, not really.
Boo! Boo!
But regardless of all that, I need to spend whatever life I have left with them because they are who I owe something to.
11.
What?
You said I had 12 disciples, but Judas is pretty sketch, so I'm going with 11.
Are you serious?
It was a solid speech. I just figured that was worth mentioning.
No, it wasn't. I'm disappointed. I should be used to this, but yeah, wow.
Lazarus is right.
What?
What?
About Jesus being oblivious?
Yeah, Peter. What are you saying?
We can't force someone to preach for you. That's just wrong.
You were on board with this up until now.
Yeah, but I've been thinking about it, and earlier Lazarus admitted to breaking one of the rules. We need to get someone to preach for you that actually wants to.
Wait. Hold on, I'll be right back.
They run off.
Should I go?
No, this is fine.
Lazarus runs back on with Atarah.
Hi.
Hey.
You're looking for someone to preach, right? Here you go.
Lazarus told me that I might be good for the job, and I've been reading more of your written sermons for sale in the market, and there's just so much to discuss. Though I do think that the whole Noah's Ark thing could use some work. I mean, 2 of every animal. That seems ambitious. Also, I think you're focusing too much on Old Testament material as opposed to what's going on now. And I'm kind of dealing with renewed feelings towards disliking you, but I'm willing to keep things going on a professional level.
Hey, no. We can't have a woman preach.
Why not?
Yeah, also, you can't just assume I'm a guy. It's AD 29. Get with the times.
We can't have a woman in the Bible.
What about your mom?
Oh.
Crowd goes, ooh.
Step off about my mom, bro.
Assumes come at me, bro stance.
I'm just saying.
There's actually lots of women in the Bible.
How many are portrayed as sinners, though?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just make blatant statement that says that you're inclusive towards women if the ones that you're portraying are all archetypal sinners. Like, we aren't all whores and deviants, so you can't just write us off into that light. Oh, and also, stop demonizing sex work. It's all we can do to feel empowered. Besides that, do you ever discuss politically active women? I mean, do you ever talk about Queen Esther? Ruth? I mean, Jesus, you're related to her. Come on, broaden your horizons.
Everyone is sort of stunned.
What? I'm not so one-sided.
She takes a swig of a bottle wrapped in a brown paper bag.
Okay. I guess I can try to write better women. But I'm not changing the Whore of Babylon. In fact, all of Revelation is the only way that I can get some stress relief, so don't even bother trying to change any of that.
Okay, geez.
None of this matters. We can't have a female bishop.
What if I dressed up as a man?
You think the Catholic Church would care about a woman that dressed up as a man? Yeah, as if.
Wait, I've got an idea. Lazarus, huddle.
They walk down stage.
Reuben, do you actually have a plan?
No. Technically, yes. You just have to agree to it.
Oh, God.
They won't let Atarah preach by herself because she's a woman. But what if you married her? You could lie and say you'd do it, and they could just let her preach just because you're present. It's foolproof.
Except for two things. The first being that I'm not all for getting married right now, especially not in this dwindling economy. The other being that bishops, regardless of gender, can't get married.
Do you want to marry Atarah?
I don't know.
No one is asking you to do anything beyond getting a new place with the girl that you love so that she can have the career she wants. Do you want to keep living with Mary and Martha?
No.
And do you love Atarah?
Yes, I do.
You're scared you're scared you'll hurt her, but you won't. You care too much about her to ever cause her any pain. Look, I know I can be pretty stupid, but I'm pretty perceptive.
Okay. I'll marry her. But what if something goes wrong?
We'll invent divorce or something.
Divorce?
It's like a breakup, but she'll get half your shit.
Oh. Seems reasonable.
I just wanted to let both of you know that we can hear you because you're really only 2 feet away from us.
Damn, I was hoping that would work as an aside.
Regardless, I think maybe we could discuss this.
Hey, this is my future too. Can I be involved?
No.
I'm getting tired of this.
Reuben, you want to share your brilliant plan?
Fine. I'm saying that if Atarah and Lazarus got married, then you could just make it seem like Lazarus was the one preaching.
Okay.
See? I told Reuben that... Wait, what?
Sure, I mean, that technically works. We'll just embellish things.
Whatever Atarah does, I'll just write it down and switch your name. You just have to give us the rights to your story.
That's fine. Say whatever you want to say.
Can I get some credit?
We're going to say no. But hundreds of years later, some feminists will eventually figure out that your work was misattributed due to some sort of historical cover-up, and it'll all get fixed.
I'll take it.
So what happens now?
They're taking Atarah's hands.
All comedies end in marriage.
Are you sure?
If something goes wrong, we'll just get a divorce.
Divorce?
It's like a breakup, but you'll get half my shit.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. Who can perform the wedding?
You can, I guess.
I'm ordained.
We've had enough equal rights for one day. Just let Jesus do this.
They start to arrange themselves.
Here, Martha, you be my maid of honor, and Mary, you be a bridesmaid.
Reuben, you're on best man duty.
Gotcha.
What about me?
Yeah, I guess you can be a groomsman.
Really?
You redeemed yourself in the end, so yeah. Get over here.
Yay!
Is there any kind of bouquet I could use?
Mary hands Atarah the liquor bottle.
Thanks.
Peter, you got a finished passage from the Bible I could use, or am I just going to have to riff it?
What about my peace slams?
Psalms.
That's stupid sounding.
Someone just hand me something.
Peter hands Jesus some papers.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wrong thing. Flip the page.
Jesus turns the page.
Wives, in the same way, submit yourselves to your own husbands so that...
Whoa!
Okay, fine. No verse. Look, do you love each other?
Yes.
Yes,
You want to consensually bang regularly?
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Do you, Atarah, take Lazarus to be your person or something?
I do.
Lazzy, same thing with Atarah?
Yeah.
Just raises an eyebrow.
Okay. I do.
Are there any objections?
Boulder guy turns around or is revealed for the first time. Yeah, I object.
Who is this guy?
Like you care. Listen, these two jackasses went off and stole my boulder. I had a whole brooding monologue about it, but none of that matters, I guess.
So do you want them to lose a hand or pay you back?
No, I want this one to suffer. He points at Lazarus.
Believe me, buddy, I have suffered enough.
Now you listen to me real good, pal. I saw yous and your friend put my boulder on top of a ledge. Now you know where we are?
By that ledge?
We're right by. Oh, you guessed it. Yeah, and I'm gonna crush you with the boulder.
What if we just paid you for the boulder?
I come with a dowry, which is sexist, but it's what's happening.
Yo, dude, just love thy neighbor.
Look, even if I had some kind of deus ex machina, change of heart or some crap, it ain't gonna work. That boulder is ready to roll, like now. The sound of an object falling is heard and everyone moves out of the way, except for Lazarus, who is in the direct path of the boulder.
Oh, for the love of...
A harsh blackout occurs, and when the light comes up, all of the characters are staring over a ledge or just looking at a place that the audience cannot see. Lazarus is gone.
Oh God, it's like I'm looking at a human pancake.
Is that an arm?
It was at some point.
I'm just gonna skedaddle on out of here.
Jesus. You think you can do it again?
Well, it's worth a shot.
The spotlight focuses on Lazarus, who has returned with wings or a harp or a halo, something that reads angel.
Well, here we are again. I'm really getting the hang of being dead, and it's not too bad. I feel guilty about dying again right as everything was working out, but I mean... Go!
The spotlight fades out as the other lights come up.
Got it.
A hand flops on stage.
Ow.
Yes, risen again.
Everyone cheers and high fives. Lazarus crawls on stage and just sort of flops. Blackout. End of play.
Woohoo!
Bravo, bravo. Bravo, bravo. So now that audiences, friends, family, the community have had a chance to see your play, we're just sort of curious if you have any specific questions or if there's any specific areas of the play or any feedback that you'd really like to get.
I mean, just through DCP, I got a lot of feedback on the things that I was particularly worried about, and I think that helped a lot. But the one thing that I'm always going to be unsure of on anything I write is the end. So if anybody has any feedback concerning how the show ends, and also just hearing it out loud, I was beginning to get worried that there were certain jokes that were too repetitive. So if people feel like, hey, that's like the fourth water into wine joke, maybe chill with those. That would be good to hear too, just from an outside perspective, because I may think that it's too many, but they may be separated, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. I have one more question for you, and that is, what if there's kids, high school kids watching right now, and they're like, she looks just like me, she's so young, and she wrote a play. What's like a piece of advice that you would give the next generation coming up?
Don't let anyone tell you you can't. I didn't think I could write a play, and I wrote my first one when I was like 14, and I wrote it and I was like, oh yeah, I can do this, and I had people tell me it wasn't good enough, and then it got published. So there are always going to be people that are going to be critical of your work. Take the criticism, but if it gets to the point where they're just mean, ignore them. I've had to deal with a lot of that. Like almost every artsy kid, I went through a lot in high school and in middle school, just dealing with people that kept saying no. And especially as a woman, I have submitted to places that were like, no, we just aren't feeling it, and then only have guys. And it's sad to think that that's still happening, but everyone has a voice. So just don't stop. Just keep going.
That's great. That's awesome. Well, we think the world of you, and we appreciate your time with us this season. We hope and encourage everybody to please leave some feedback. You can leave it on the comments of this video, or you can send it to Derby City Playwrights, our email address, and we will make sure that Zoe gets it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.